All right, ladies, we are back at it again. If you saw last week's video, you know we spent a lot of time working on the outside of the car. We cleaned it up a little bit at the car wash, which, by the way, if you can tell, it's already coated in pollen all over again. So it's just a losing battle at this point. There's nothing you can do about it this time of the year. And at the same time, we also got my summer rims onto the car and mounted. Finally got rid of the ugly winter ones with the winter tires. So we have the nice rims with the Michelin tires on there now. So the outside is doing pretty good for the moment. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on the interior of the car. Now the interior of this car is one of my favorite things about it. I think this Dakota leather, saddle brown is the color I have, is so nice. I think the brown looks so good. And with this one, I have like the two-tone brown and black color combo, black headliner. It looks really, really good in my opinion. So in order to keep it looking as good as it is, we are going to treat the leather today. I already went through and did a quick vacuum of everything, so everything should have all surface dust and everything like that off of it already. So now we're gonna go in with a leather cleaner, hopefully clean it a little bit deeper, as well as condition it, keep it nice and soft and having that good feel to it for the long term, so it doesn't dry out and crack over time. Now there's a ton of different leather products that you can go out there and buy and use on the seats for your car. I've said it before, but I am not a detail guy. I don't know all the finer details of these. I did a quick little bit of research and I saw some conflicting things online, specifically talking about the Dakota seats in the BMWs. Usually what you would see in a leather treatment package is you would see the cleaner and then you would have a separate conditioner, and that cleaner is going to take all the dust and dirt off of it, and then the conditioner is going to give it that soft feel that you want from your leather. However, I was seeing online that because this Dakota leather is treated, it has some sort of coating on it to make it more durable, make it water resistant, that conditioner isn't going to do anything. It's not going to be able to penetrate that exterior layer that they have on the leather. So whether that's true or not, I don't really know. But because of it, I decided not to go with one of the two bottle with the cleaner and the conditioner sets, and I went with just the kit that BMW makes. I figured they're BMW seats, BMW car, BMW would make the best cleaning product for it. So in this kit, they give you everything that you would need for the cleaning process. If you just pop this open, you see a couple different things in here. First of all, they give you a bunch of these different sponges. This is for the application of the cleaner. They give you a bunch of little towels. These are to take off the cleaner once you've applied it and buff out the seats, wipe everything dry. And then of course they have the leather lotion, what they call it. This is the cleaning product. It is there's just one bottle in this kit, so that it's not a split out cleaner and conditioner. One bottle should do the whole trick for everything, and we'll see how it works. I'm excited to see how this goes. As I said, I love these seats, so I want to keep them looking good in the long term and keep them nice and soft. One of the other benefits of doing this is it also applies a layer of UV protection. So one of the things that will wear out your leather seats is from the sunlight beating down on it all day long when the car's out and about. That sunlight over time will dry the leather out, it'll start to crack them, you'll get fading. So by doing a leather cleaning like this, you're also applying a film over it that's going to help repel some of those UV rays. Another reason I've been wanting to do this is because these E90s, E92s, these BMWs have a couple high touch areas that will start showing wear more frequently, like this side bolster right here. Usually if you hop in an E90 with the sport seats, which is what this car has, these side bolsters will be worn down, and you can see on my car that's already started happening along the seams. This has been kind of rubbed flat in a way. It doesn't have the same texture as the rest of the seat. So in order to prevent this from wearing down even more, this leather cleaning process is going to help with that. Another area that I'm looking forward to is the steering wheel. Obviously this is a high touch area, your hands are on it all the time, so there is going to be a good amount of dirt on here, and I'm also hoping to restore some of the soft squishiness of the leather. It's getting dried out a little bit, especially up towards the top where the sun's shining on it all day long. So that's enough talking. I want to get into it. I'm going to start with the steering wheel, see how that goes first, and then we'll move from there. So starting with the steering wheel, like I said, I'm looking forward to how the steering wheel specifically comes out. This is one of those high touch areas that I think has potential to show a good amount of improvement here. And I'm also curious Ooh, that's a lot. And I'm also curious to see how much dirt is on this steering wheel. I don't know, sometimes when I'm working on the car and my hands are dirty, I tend to need to get in the car, move it around a little bit, and my hands might not be washed before I do that all the time. So I think there's gonna be a good amount of dirt on this wheel. We'll see when I wipe off this stuff with the cloth. Oh wow, I can already tell just from seeing that go on and feeling it very briefly, it's really getting in there and it's softening it up quite a bit. I'm already kind of impressed by how this is turning out, and you can see this sponge is already dirty. There's a lot of dirt on this wheel. I'm using probably more product here than I really need to, but this is one of those areas that I'm touching it all the time. It gets exposed to the sun directly, and I really want to make sure that it is clean and as hydrated as possible to make sure that this leather lasts as long as possible. So hopefully you guys can see this okay, but I think that went really well. The cleaner really gave the leather a nice deep black shine to it, and on the sides here where the leather's perforated, it really is cleaning that up and making that stand out a little bit more than it was before. I'm sure before there was some dirt and stuff stuck in the pores of that leather and it wasn't showing up quite as well. Other than that, the leather does feel like it has a bit more squish to it, as if like it's been hydrated and conditioned a little bit. So I'm pretty happy with that. I probably will come back and do just like another coat on this in a little bit because it is such a high touch area. But for now, I'm gonna move on to the next spot. So the next spot is gonna be the driver's seat for me. And like I said before, I'm really gonna be focusing on getting this side bolster as clean as possible, as well as down here. These are the two most common wear areas. And then other than that, we're gonna get the whole thing. We'll get even the sides and the back a little bit because the leather continues around there. The headrest, you don't wanna forget anything. We'll see what happens, see how it comes out. So my GoPro got hot and shut off, so I'm not sure how much exactly you guys saw of that, but the whole driver's seat is now treated with the leather treatment. We're not seeing like huge differences. My seats are generally in pretty good condition, so it's not like there's a ton of dirt coming off of them. And this isn't really a like leather repair kit. It's a leather cleaning and treatment to keep your seats in as good of condition as possible for the long term. So you use this kit before you have any damage done later on down the line. If you use it, it's going to help prevent that. But like I said, the seat is done. As you can see on the towel here, we are getting a good amount of dirt off of the seat, and the seat looks nice and good. It has a nice shine to it, nice deep color to it now. It's lifting out some of the dirt that you didn't really see on there but is showing up on the towel, and it overall looks really good. It's also giving it a nice clean feeling and a nice hydrated feeling. It's giving it some nice softness back that it was missing a little bit of before. So I'm really happy with it, and I'm going to keep going. Next up, I'm going to be doing the driver's door card. That should be pretty good because I can actually see a good amount of dirt on here from my hand closing the door all the time. But I'm probably not going to bore you guys with the rest of this. I'm going to keep going here. I'll give you an update at the end on my final thoughts on what I think. But so far so good. I like the way it's coming out. All right guys, I'm in the back of the car now because I just finished up doing the seats back here, and with that, the whole car is pretty much done. It was a really easy process, didn't take very long at all. The stuff went on really well. It's almost like applying moisturizer to your hands. You kind of rub it in, massage it in with the sponge, and then you wipe off whatever excess is left over with that white rag that I was using. So all the seats back here are done and nicely coated. I'll show you the one in the front again because it's got the sunlight on it. So hopefully, as you guys can see on the camera there, this stuff gives the leather a really nice shine. It really restores some of the shininess in that leather. It takes off all that dirt, and at the same time it gives the leather a really nice, clean and supple, soft feel. And my seats are generally in pretty good condition, so I'm not seeing like a huge difference, but the feel of it is really nice. Like what I was saying earlier on the steering wheel, there was a pretty significant difference there. When I was talking about the perforated leather shows up a little bit better, it's a deeper black. I think if the seats were black, we would see a bigger difference, because that leather on the steering wheel was pretty faded, I guess, from the sunlight. It was turning like more of a gray, and now it's a nice black color again. And as I just said, my seats were pretty clean for the most part, but as you can see from this towel, they weren't like super, like there's a good amount of dirt on here. And it's one of those things, like look at that side. It's one of those things where there's more dirt really on your seats and in different spots, like on the door card where I close the door every time, on the passenger side as well. On this center console here, there was a good amount of dirt. There's more on there than you think there is, and when you do a cleaning like this, you really see it come off. So that's gonna be pretty much it for today, guys. I'm really happy with the way this all worked out. It came out really good. I've been wanting to do this because I wanted to take care of the seats. Again, like I said earlier, they have some spots that are known to wear, so I wanted to take care of that ahead of time. Glad I did it. Now we can just enjoy the car, sit in it. The interior is nice and clean. We're gonna have to get the exterior clean again. Again, it's pollen season, so we're working with what we got. But that's gonna be it for now, guys. Take care of your car. It'll take care of you, and we'll see you next time.